We are back doing mystery solving. Our boy George. Right. So I think we were trying to solve the mantelpiece puzzle. I think is going to be fairly quick puzzle. Got a fly infestation.
Here, you knew
That doesn't
nothing
sound
about
good.
the castle? Didn't know, wasn't interested.
Fairly
I'd better
standard
get back
day.
on guard in case anyone
I think.
else shows up. Your father needs our help, Eva. My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
Yeah.
So, what did you find out?
Fairly ordinary
Not
day.
a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So, why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far.
Because the gaps between your windows are nice and warm. Oh, okay. That's weird. But fair enough.
There was a piece of stone on the ground. It looked like a discarded statue.
Yeah, freeze them out. Get them out of there.
It was an old, weathered sundial. From the dial, I could see that the main doors of the house faced north. The wind chime was made from old tin cans and other rubbish.
Yeah, I haven't done too much today. My sister-in-law came around and we had a chat. She did some eating stuff and did some work. Had some tea, drank a liter of coffee. The usual things that happen.
What is that?
It's an old statue. I think it might help decode the painting.
I'll take a look. Maybe I can help. This door's locked anyway.
How far am I away from the microphone today? Do I sound quieter? In the same distance as usual. I might just be talking quieter. Okay. So we've got two statues. We've got a green one and a blue one and two blue ones. Sounds a little quieter. Use your outside voice. I'm using my outside voice, all right? I could boost it. Well, probably not without breaking the game. Yeah, I think I was just talking quietly, that's all. Okay, right. So one of them is that, I guess. I'll have a look. I assume I can't go. Yeah.
The door was locked.
Yeah, fairly standard human day. How is everyone else's day? Is everyone having a wonderful, wonderful time? Hey, Yaya. How's it going? Are you having a wonderful time?
Marquez said that the painting contained clues only a Gnostic could solve. But when it was back in this room, all would become clear. The plinths looked like they could be rotated.
Woohoo, working! Yeah, sort of standard, you know. Any differences between these? Okay. Dude. Looks like that dude's got both his hands up. Kind of. Hard to tell.
On the fireplace behind them were two identical statues.
Are they identical? Hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's the wrong way around, isn't he? Blue guy's like,
I needed a better idea.
okay, now he's up there. What's it? Oh, he's got a hat. No, I don't want you. You've got a hat on. Yeah, that's one of them. Hmm. Oh, this one. He's got a book. Do they both have a book? That one's got a book. They're facing out.
I waited with bated breath
Oh, there
for
we go.
something to
Okay.
happen. Nothing. That was never going to work.
All right, chill out. Turn these. The thing's closed in the picture. Oh. Okay, well, it works. That's the main thing.
A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time. Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges? Georges! What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainen. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainen was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
Okay, cool. You're sleepy, brother. What are you doing on your stream today? Do you
They
know
shot
yet?
Xavier?
I
Senor
assume you have a
Marquez's father?
plan.
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
Ninja? Oh, you're just lurking. Okay, that's fine. You lurk away.
This Kenan, who was he?
I thought you were
He
telling me
was
that
Swiss,
brother is
a
going to
businessman,
ninja on
and
stream.
a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainen just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
You're playing a little-known game called Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts. That's a long name. It is meant to be similar to Hitman Freelancer. Is that like that Hitman sniper game? Okay. In how it works apparently, but it's a first-person sniper game, so it should be interesting. £2. Fair enough. Sounds fun.
The name Genan was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're glued to like a sniper's
So
nest,
when the soldiers left,
and you have to
you
like
took back the
do
house?
it in the right order and timing and all that
Yes.
stuff.
A few years later, I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainen's papers.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint, Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Oh, I see.
Lovely.
Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. Can I have a look at the library?
No, I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
Oh,
You
okay.
lost it?
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Ganon had been working on in that library.
Guessing I'm not allowed in here.
George, are you there? The grate had locked back into place.
Okay, it's closed. Where would you put a key?
The bookcase held old Catalan books. I wouldn't be able to read them.
mess, junk. There's nothing through there. Okay. Okay. Maybe the goat's eaten the key. Is a bastard. Hello, goat. How are you? Having a nice day?
Hello, little one.
Oh yeah, nice to her, I see. Okay.
The floor of the car was littered with keys from sardine cans.
Gross.
An old
That's
pair
gross.
of shoes.
All of this is gross.
In amongst the rubbish on the car floor was an old brandy bottle. I picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon's. The library
was
will
Ramon.
forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place. Once I've eaten, I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me.
You're requesting a recap.
Hey, I was reading that.
Okay. Oh, okay, right. So far in this game, rewinding all the way back to the beginning, there was a painting, the one that's above the fireplace. It was stolen from a gallery in Paris, by a dude in a helmet, a bicycle, like a motorcycle helmet. He killed the gallery owner and ran away. Um, when he ran away, and then basically Nico and George were at that place. Nico followed him, and then essentially while investigating that, George figured out that the person who owned the painting, this creepy Russian bloke, was the guy who got it stolen, for presumably for the insurance money. Um, he was also on the side trying to sell it at the same time to a guy named Gainan, who was just being spoken about, who seems to have some shady dealings and was possibly previously involved in this family's tragedy, which led to the stealing of their painting, in the distant past. Um, so yeah, and then we went to London to investigate and uncovered that there was basically a connection between all the different players, which led to that reveal. Essentially, there's a guy who's like a forger and an artist who knew the gallery owner who got killed, and he was also working for the Russian guy who is the one who stole his own painting, and he owned the security company that they used to set up security inside the gallery. Yeah, basically for a scam. But upon like meeting this dude who owns the painting originally, it seems like it relates to a ancient tablet, a tablet of truth. And so George and Nico have gone to the original place where the painting used to be, so they can investigate this mysterious Gnostic tablet, because they want to know the secrets that are behind it and why people are running around trying to get hold of it. This Gainan dude who's trying to get hold. I don't think the Russian dude actually has much more involved in this. He wasn't really involved in the mystical side of things, just the murdery, crime, insurance swindle side of things. Yeah, so now we're in Catalonia at Castel de Sans, and we are investigating the original purpose of the painting. And we just figured out that if you put the statues on the things next to the painting and swizz them about, they open up a door, and George has gone through there, and I'm currently looking for the key to the library, which was locked on the day that the previous owners of the painting were killed by the fascists back in whatever time period it was. Have I played this one before? Yeah, I played it back in like 10 years ago, like in 2014. I've only played it once, so I don't remember it very well. I remember some bits and bobs, but most of it I don't. I remember there's a cool bit that reminds me of James Bond. Visually, not action scene-wise.
The dashboard seemed intact, but this old family car would never drive again.
And I remember some of the conclusion. Yeah, but that's
An
about
old and very dubious pillow.
it. I don't think there's anything else in here.
A 5T71. Extraordinary.
So yeah, that's my haphazard explanation.
Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh?
What else is around here? Bottles?
A
Bottles?
heap of old brandy bottles. Ramon must have been in the car on that night all those years ago.
Okay, so he got drunk at this car and ate food. I can't find the key
A
in
pile of old apples. Looked like the goat had been
In
eating
there.
lots of them.
So, okay, oh yeah, hold on. We did see tin cans. There's tin cans
The
up here.
wind chime looked like it was made from old cans. I wondered if it was Ramon's handiwork.
Let's have a look. Yeah, basically, evil painting got stolen by fascists and now, via lots of crimes and bits and bobs, we've ended up back where it was stolen from, and
One
we're
old
investigating what it
sardine can was
means.
bulging slightly. I fished around. There was something in it. And there it was, the key to the library.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Yeah, open up that library.
An intricate mosaic adorned the floor.
I was just trying to get you to walk. Yeah, I should regularly save because this game has a habit of randomly crashing.
Ramon had been true to his word. This place was like a shrine.
Why would you, on a point and click game, try to avoid, like, if anyone's ever going to develop a point and click game, don't put lots of stuff on the floor. Because that's where you clicked in order to move the character. So don't put lots of stuff on the floor. It makes it hard to get anyone to move anywhere. Right, so the dudes in the beginning, when we saw the flashback, they got shot in here. And then it's been locked ever since. There was the evil guy was in here for a while, I think, after that. And then it got locked up when they left. The cool suit of armor. Okay, we've got a trunk. Let's have a look at this trunk.
The trunk contained someone's personal possessions, at a guess, Genan's. I wondered what secrets they might hold.
Okay, we've got a map. Oh.
The map had interesting markings and scribbles all over it. Georges would be so jealous.
Okay, we are back to George.
So, what is this place, senor?
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols? And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story. It depicts
Story,
the journey
say?
of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis. from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And what have they got to do with the tabula?
The Cathars were Gnostics. They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc. They preach that men and women are equal, that God is within you, and that the Church is an obstacle to salvation. The Pope found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his Church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here at Montségur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more.
Cool.
Sadly, it was not the end of their trials. The Spanish Inquisition saw to that. Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledizio is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, Senor. We need to find out why.
I get the sense that I'm going to have to deal with whatever these little things are. Did I have
There was
anyone?
a large marble statue of a young man
Did I
holding
have any
some sort
humans
of
come to my
colored
house
glass
requesting
lamp.
candy? No, I did not.
These
Luckily.
statues.
Did you?
What of them?
They're just like the figures in the painting. And on the fireplace.
Indeed. They are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. And the bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world. The other is known by many names. Hillel, Ishtar. He is the bearer of light, Luxfere, Lucifer.
Lucifer?
Don't you live next to a house full of tiny
so
humans?
you guys are devil worshippers.
No.
Yeah,
When he is in balance with Jehovah,
I don't know if they
Lucifer is the god of desire
went out
and
or not.
ambition,
I didn't see them.
driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance. Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If Jehovah ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent, mere pawns of a controlling power.
And what if Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire would be transformed into unbridled greed, and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos, disorder and war would prevail. Then Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
Right. So we have a candelabrum and some dudes
It was
with
a candelabrum holding a single
Das
candle.
thingums. Yeah, I don't know. We turned the lights off to avoid potentially having people come to our house. I don't think anyone would have.
Nothing happened.
Oh, is that a candle? Okay, it's a candelabrum. Okay, I'm stupid. Leave me alone.
Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. If only I had a few scatter cushions.
Okay, so I'm guessing I use this medallion thingy, this thingy.
Light shone through the glass of the medallion, causing dappled red light to fall on the fresco. It meant something, but I didn't know what.
Okay. That didn't help me. Okay, what else we got right here? Nothing? Oh, we got a staircase.
I decided not to leave quite yet. I was sure there was more to discover up here.
Oh, alright then. I
The
guess I'll
fresco
look at the
deserved a
fresco.
proper examination. The fresco was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge.
I'm guessing we're looking for a location, because this looks like a map of some description.
A town of northern Catalonia. Cathars, fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seemed to be carrying something.
Okay. We've been carrying lots of things. These dudes are going over here. These dudes are hugging mountains. This guy's giving the mountain a nice polish. These dudes are walking across a bridge. And these guys are going for a swim. These guys are holding a tray.
Cathars, fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape. They seemed to be carrying something.
They're all carrying something, George. Little guys, lots of towns. Any of this is actually useful to me?
A town of north.
No. Okay, cool.
That would be.
Mean. Can I do anything to this lens? Oh, steal it? Oh, okay. Instead of stealing it, the game crashed. That's what I mean. That's fair, I guess. Yeah, it does that. It likes doing that. Can I have this now? Without you crashing? Thank you. Ah, okay.
That wouldn't make any sense. I removed the small leather cover to reveal a crude crystal lens. Colored light streamed through and shone onto the fresco. The color changed from yellow to green.
Okay, well I have a red lens. I guess we're doing like an RGB kind of thing. Oh, this one.
The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue.
Right, George, I can see. Okay, cool. Some lens is now doing some fun disco lighting. Try to add some red, make it even more fun.
Red light from the medallion fell onto the fresco, mixing with the other colored light.
Okay, that didn't help me at all. Thanks, George. Thanks, Georgie. Stealing is wrong. Yeah, the game crashes when I break the law. Okay. We've got green, blue, and red. There's a whole bunch of other colors on. Maybe it's the wrong way round? Other color combination. I've got red. I'm going to have to rely on it being red.
The color changed.
Yeah, I know, George. Hush.
The color changed
hush
from
yourself.
yellow to green.
Double green.
The color changed from turquoise.
Hush. Okay, try that again. Yeah.
Amazing. The light is showing the path. The path of the Bonzong.
The what?
Oh, this little line.
The sacred trail my ancestors took across the Pyrenees, carrying the Tabula Veritatis. From Montségur, across the mountains to this town.
And which town is that?
I don't know. That I cannot answer. But its coat of arms is quite distinctive.
But how does it bring us closer to the tabula?
It
Good question.
tells us the route the Tabula took 800 years ago.
I think that's all we're going to find up here.
Okay,
You're
so we know where it
We
was
should return
800
to
years
the
ago.
hall. Eva
Excellent.
will be getting worried.
Okay, so apparently we could just leave
Okay,
whenever we felt like
found
it.
the route of the Bonzom Trail. How does it help us?
It must somehow relate to the painting.
Papa, are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm
Nothing.
fine, don't fuss.
You got me out here to look after you, so let me do it. Ramon is outside keeping watch.
Georges, I'm glad you're safe. What did you find?
There's a secret chapel above the fireplace. But it's not your average everyday chapel. It's a Gnostic chapel. All laid out for worshiping not one god, but two.
What?
I'll tell you when we have more time.
You know, I found some things too, which might connect with all that. Come to the library. Oh, could you bring the painting? I think we're going to need it.
Aye. Wink.
What are you doing with La Maledizio?
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promised to take care of it.
Eva, go with him. Make sure the painting comes to no harm.
I should stay with you, Papa.
Don't worry about me. La Maledizio is more important.
I'm only walking to the library, dude. Chill.
Have you brought the painting?
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out what Genon was up to.
The Gainan who tried to buy the painting from Medovsky?
No, Genon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Genon who then spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Gainan who wrote the letter to Medovsky?
Well,
It
yeah, it'd be
seems
weird.
likely that
Weird
they were
if not.
related.
Maybe. So what's the plan you've uncovered?
Take a look at this. It's Ganon's map. He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The Tabula Veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Yes. Genon thought that
How dare
pattern
you
in the
clip
painting
me?
had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Gainan started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in Catalonia.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues.
Saving the game. Okay.
That one.
All right. So we got scary face.
Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town.
Okay, so we got big town with tower, castle with cool thingums. We've got random bunch of buildings
There was a
and
tower
a
within the
churchy
ring.
thing.
Maybe it indicated a place?
Oh, yeah, I would have thought so.
See the guy with the padlock through his mouth? So much for nose rings, huh?
I do believe that's San Ramon.
Whoa, Nico, how did you know that?
Ramon told me he was named after a saint with a lock through his lips.
It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned. It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him.
Okay.
If the fresco was to be believed, the town in that ring was at
Is
the
there another
southern end
broken
of the
sword
trail
after
of
this
the
one? No.
Bonzon.
No, there isn't.
But which one?
Not yet, anyway. There will be some. Be
The
one at
ring
one point,
depicted some kind
but
of
not yet.
castle gate. Positioned in the light cast by Lucifer and Jehovah, it had to connect to the trail of the Bonzon. It was a castle of saints, Castel de Saints, in Catalonia. The map had to be the key.
Okay. So I'm guessing that this lines up with a bunch of these. Okay, so San Ramon, he was on the left
The
side of the
village
thing.
of San Ramon.
Then, what other stuff did we have? So on the right side there was some sort of dog man. Oh, Monsegur was the
This was
thing.
one of the locations
That's where they
highlighted
came
on the
from.
fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonan, the good man, the Cathars, right?
2 locations down. If the vignettes on the painting were anything to go by, I needed to find 2 more.
Do I get to suggest your next series of games? I mean, you can suggest whatever you like, and we'll see if I agree to do it. I'm willing to take suggestions. I don't have any particular ones in mind yet. Yep. Any more? I've got those.
I wasn't sure that
Oh yeah, we had that shield thingy to look up. I know they're up here.
it was a shield on which heraldic symbols had been painted. The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco. It read Berga.
Okay. Burgers. The yummy, delicious burgers. Okay. So we got
The
that.
map had to be the key.
I know, George. Don't worry. Shush. To solve hidden clues in the magic. 4 key location. Shush. So, Burgies.
The coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the last one.
Okay, we're going by this. If it's like that one, this one, then something over there, then something up here, it's got to be one of these ones.
The municipality of Vic. Gaynor had been researching the possible locations of the tabula. Perhaps there were some clues left in his possessions.
That's a no, I'm guessing.
The
Maybe
city of Girona. I couldn't be sure that it was the right place.
Yeah, neither can I, mate.
The city of Girona.
Yeah, I was trying to pick up the pin, you jerk.
I decided
back.
to put the pin back down.
Okay.
I wasn't sure
What
that I
else
had
is
all the
around?
information I needed to pinpoint the important locations.
Agree. Okay, he says stuff about gaining stuff. I'm guessing gaining stuff is just. Okay.
I had no desire to take the old boots.
Alright.
I lifted the hat out of the chest. I removed the oilcloth from the chest. I picked up the blanket. There was nothing underneath. There was something tucked beneath the shirt. I picked up the folded note. It was a telegram.
A telegram?
There was nothing. I put everything back in the chest.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Appears to be some sort of cryptography majigger. Okay. So this appears twice. Quite an unbelievable. Any more? That's most likely talk. Let's just try that to start with and see what else it looks like. Fabula Veritatis. That's what they keep talking about. Has or what? I would suggest the entire Monkey Island franchise from first to most recent. Yeah, I'd quite happy to do 1, 2, 3, and the most recent one. I'm not happy to do 4 because I refuse on principle. And I don't know if I'll do episodes. I probably won't do episodes. I'll do the ones I like. Font. Sega. 2. Catholic Survivor Stop. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor. Visitor.
I deciphered the telegram.
There you go.
The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this. It was signed Wolfram.
Okay. Definitely going to save again. I know it's annoying watching me save, but it is a lot easier than having to redo massive chunks of the game. It crashes predictably. Okay. Yeah, but I'll do Monkey Island 1 and 2 because they rule, and I'll do 3 because it's great. Then I probably won't do 4 because it's 3D, because everyone was doing 3D and it was a mistake. And same reason for not doing the episodes of Tales from Monkey Island. And yeah.
The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur
And
to
then the
Catalonia
most recent one.
by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Girona.
Okay, so it is Girona. Girona.
No,
you must play 3D so
Time to
people
take
can
another look at the
experience the
map.
change and just be
4
disgusted.
clues, 4
Uh,
locations.
uh,
I just needed to pinpoint the
I don't even know
location
if
they
it'll
referred
run.
to.
I don't even know if I could get
The
it running
Dominican
anymore.
monk Emmerich was from Girona. The dog-headed priest on the painting. I could
Is
see
it
a pattern emerging. The
Well, yeah.
locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting. This is the center point of the cross, so the tabula must be here.
Montserrat.
It has to be Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the
Mountain?
mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years ago.
Bravo, my friend.
Oh, hello.
Dovsky?
No, Langham.
No, it's Genan, isn't it?
Very good, Miss Collard.
So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a long swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work. The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
I mean, yeah.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak, servile, controlled. He must be freed, freed from all constraints, free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil. Lucifer. Now, if you don't
Okay, crazy man.
we have a long journey ahead of us.
Dun dun dun. Ah, don't shoot me.
Come on. They can rot in there.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
You know, Nico,
Yes.
we were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Ganon's grandson.
Who is crazy.
Look, daylight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a false door, Nico.
So that's why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
Can I just poke it? I can poke it.
Ah,
Great work, George. Come on, Eva. Let's go.
Let's
we
go.
need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you'd better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Signora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay, we'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
You really kick ass, George. Is that really your thing?
Montserrat was way up in the mountains, a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded killer. Why would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
I can't imagine him doing kung fu. He mostly thieves
Oh,
things
it's empty.
and pokes
Where
things.
is everyone?
This place is normally full of tourists.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico. Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
It's a role you were born to play, Georges.
I guess I just go and speak to these people.
Howdy, fella.
Sorry, pal. Monastery's closed. Till further notice.
Oh, gee, well, ain't that just my luck?
Yeah, ain't it?
And my two pretty sisters here are so looking forward to seeing the monastery.
Life's full of disappointments.
Sure seems that way. And the
He's
monastery's
being
definitely up there, huh?
Texan,
It is.
maybe?
But it'll still be there tomorrow.
Oh, we fly back to Austin tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Who's doing
Well,
Texan?
isn't that a shame?
Look at me go.
So why's the place closed?
VIP visitors.
Wow, that's exciting. Which VIPs?
A foreign prince.
The Prince of where?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow.
So we can't let normal folk in.
Oh, of course not. No, not if the Prince of where is there.
Okay, cool. There's a mysterious fake prince in there.
We're moving away from the monastery.
Yes, but with those goons in the way, we have to find a different approach.
I remember
Maybe there's
cable
some other
cars.
way around, via the cable car station?
Or at least someone in the can tell us what's going on.
Oh, I'm sure the Prince of Ware is having an absolutely wonderful time. I remember getting stuck here because I couldn't figure out how to enter the building. But maybe I'm misremembering. I need to turn the light on already. Dark. Ugh.
Someone's coming out. Quick, we need to hide. I think it's Langon.
Okay.
Block everything off. Lock the whole place down, understand? The tabula's got to be up in the monastery. I'm sure of it. Come on.
Yes, boss.
Close all the routes up to the monastery, and then make the old man talk.
Yes, boss.
This time, don't be so gentle with him.
Did you hear that? They haven't found it yet, but Senor Marquez must be in a bad way.
Listen, I have to follow those bastardos. I might be able to slip through on my own.
Sure. We'll see if we can find another way up.
Sure, you go.
You think she'll be okay?
Eva can handle herself.
Okay. Can we just go in?
It was locked. There was a keypad, but I didn't know the code.
Okay. Aha. Okay. There is a cable car.
Something inside the cable car was glinting. I couldn't make out what it was. My God! Nico!
What is it?
This telescope! It's free!
Oh, okay, I can wiggle it around. Down the bottom, there's another thingy, and then there's a cable car. Oh,
There were a
hey,
couple of people stuck in the cable
it's
car.
Dwayne.
Kind of familiar. Then I realized it was my old friends Dwayne and Pearl Henderson. The Hendersons had an uncanny way of showing up wherever I went. They didn't know I'd seen them. I needed to give them a signal. I signaled them back. I wasn't sure they'd seen it. Pearl was mouthing something and gesturing. Pearl seemed to be writing something on the window. It said, "Help, stuck. Door code 0797. I wondered how Pearl came to know that. I
Pearl knows
idly
everything, I
wondered
guess.
whether there was more to find by looking at the scenery.
I mean, I can have a look.
Wait.
It's
what's
a big
that?
face.
That rock looks familiar. Nico, take a look at this and tell me what you see.
You're right. That rock looks like a head.
I've seen that shape before. Take a look at this.
Why do I still have this painting on me?
The face in the Ouroboros. It's exactly the same shape as that rock.
That can't be a coincidence.
And you know what?
I mean, it can.
Langham's got the forged picture, the one without the face.
So the rock won't have meant anything to him.
Nico, I don't think the tabula's up at the monastery. I think it's down there somewhere, around that rock.
Okay.
Come
Let's
on,
go
Nico.
inside.
Pearl's giving me the code to the door.
What? Pearl? Who? How?
Trust me, Nico. I've got friends in low-hanging places.
Did you dress up for Halloween? I did not. Yeah. I haven't dressed up for Halloween since I was,
Huh,
what,
There's
16?
no one here.
Looks like everything has been shut down.
I'm not fun unless I'm forced to be fun. Last time I dressed up Halloween, I dressed up as the Crow because I owned a trench coat, so it was easy. I heard a radio. Am I blind? Where's the radio?
A metal lunchbox. Someone sure wanted to keep their cheeks safe.
Nonsense cuddles is always fun. If
Whoa.
sitting still and
Did you
talking
hear that?
can be fun, I mean it can be fun, so I do that.
How about that, Nico? A talking lunchbox. Huh. What will they think of next? I better take it with me. A talking lunchbox. Locked.
Okay.
With no key, I was going to have to find a way to break into it.
Can I use my magical paper clip?
The lock was too well made to be picked.
Damn it. Okay. Worth a go. I'm a homebody, so sounds like a blast to me. Yep, we're on the same wavelength there. I like being in my house where it's quiet. Can I like smash it up in these cogs? Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe.
The box was now wedged in the cogs, or rather, the giant can opener.
Okay, so I can do that. I woke up and was automatically dressed as my hideous self. I always
panel
dressed
was
for Halloween.
complicated.
Me too.
It wasn't powered up. And
I
the
have
smell of
I
burnt
have this
electrical components hung
horrific
ominously through the air.
visage that I carry with me every day. Okay.
That's quite a mess you've made there, Georges.
George makes messes wherever he goes.
You know what they say about making omelets, Nico?
You can't make them without strawberry jam?
Strawberry jam was smeared all over the machinery. Just as I thought, it's a two-way radio.
Can anyone hear me?
Dwayne, this is George. George Stobart.
Holy cow! George! Just the fella I need. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Dwayne. And don't you worry, I'll have you out of there in a minute.
You reckon you can get the cable car running again?
No, the console isn't working properly. I've got no idea why not.
George, this is Pearl. Get Kat to help you. She knows everything about that place.
Cat?
The cable car operator. I'm sure she's there somewhere. Find her.
All right. guessing she's in the only place there is here.
There was no lock, but the door wouldn't open.
Go away!
Hello?
I shall not.
George, there's someone in there.
Are you all right in there?
Just go away.
I wonder if the Christmas decorations are up yet. I mean, that people will put them up pretty soon, I should think. It's usually somewhere in November where people start doing it for some reason.
Cat? Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Cat? I found you a friendly voice.
How do you know my name?
Cat dear, it's me, Pearl.
Pearl? How did you get here? That's not possible.
Listen, darling, it really is me, but I'm talking on the radio. George here is a very decent guy, and you should open the door.
I'm not going to fall for that. Prove it's you.
All right. Remember we discovered we both love musicals?
Yeah? And my favorite one is?
How does it go now? Help out. I am the very model of
Oh,
a
for goodness
modern
sake.
major general.
Of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical.
From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very good in integral and differential calculus.
I know the scientific names of beings and of malculus.
In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
What an incredible music thing. A musical I have
Alright,
not
only
seen.
Pearl would know that, and I trust her. Who are you?
I'm George, and this is Nico. How did you end up in a closet?
There were some guys with guns. They took over the whole station. I hid in here.
We're trying to avoid them too.
I was quite surprised, you know. They never mentioned guns at the job interview.
Really? We need to use the cable car. Can you operate it?
Yeah, if the console was working, but they sabotaged it.
And there's no way to get it started?
There might be. Let me see. See that burned out fuse down there?
Yeah, bro.
In the back by the prongs?
Yeah, the idiots stuck a spanner in there and blew the fuse. They wanted to make sure no one could use the cable cars. Connect those two prongs somehow, and the console should restart.
Okay.
How on earth are we going to reach that?
I don't know, but don't stick your arm in there. You'll get fried.
Nah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay.
The thought of Trevor armed with a paperclip intrigued me, but I had no way to attach it to him.
I remember sending him in. I do not remember how I attached
They
a
didn't go
paperclip to him. I don't have any glue. Gizmos. The giant resistors. Nice fan. Okay. I need some other thing. Oh, jam. I'm not sticking my arm in there. I use the jam and the paperclip.
Well, I'd done stranger things in my life. The paperclip was now all sticky.
Cool. You certainly have done weirder things, George. All sorts of strange things. No, son of a bitch. This goes here.
I
Onto
stuck the
him.
paperclip to Trevor's back. I bet he could work in an office now.
Do it, Trevor.
Trevor could help, but I couldn't just throw him in there. I set him down at the edge where it was safe.
Okay. I lure him with biscuits. There you go.
Go, Trevor, go!
You can do it, Trevor. Get that rich tea. Aw, poor Trevor.
Poor Trevor looked like he needed therapy, but the console was working. The console, it's working.
Cool. I can send you down there if you want. Let me just bring the cable car up here.
Pearl and Dwayne are going to be mighty relieved.
Oh, they must have been going down in the other cable car.
Come on, Nico. There's no time to lose.
You can wave to them on our way
As we
by.
got closer to the face in the rock, I knew for sure that we were on the right track.
Americans put
It
their
was definitely
Christmas
the same
decorations
as the
up
face in the painting,
after
but with one
Thanksgiving.
difference. The
Okay.
symbol of the tabula was missing from the rock formation.
When is Thanksgiving anyway? I know it's November time, isn't it? Later this month, maybe?
Well,
I do
here
not
we
know.
are.
But no way to reach the face. Let's have a look around. There must be a way up. George, the chapel looks like it's been built right into the rock.
You're right. We should take a look inside.
I wonder, how old do you think the chapel is?
I'm guessing the exterior is a couple
28.
100 years old,
Oh,
but the
okay.
inside, who knows? Some parts could be much older.
Is it always the 28th? Or is it like a different day? I had a feeling it'd crash exactly then.
George? I wonder, how old do you think the chapel is?
I'm guessing the exterior is a couple 100 years old, but the inside, who knows? Some parts could be much older.
You think somehow this chapel might be connected to the face in the rock?
At a guess, I would say so.
Probably.
Hey, look, it's Pearl and Dwayne.
Come on, honey bun. Things ain't that bad.
You just don't understand. Today's been a disaster.
But
The monastery was closed. We got stuck in the cable car. And now this place is a building site.
aw, sweetie pie.
This was supposed to be the spiritual highlight of our trip, Dwayne. But the only spirit I see is that rotten turpentine over there.
Aw, heck.
Clearly, the Hendersons weren't having a great vacation.
They don't tend to have a good vacation whenever you're nearby. They either get arrested or you swindle them.
Wood shavings. This was one building site that needed Mr. Tidy. They smelled exotic.
Did they? Okay. Creep. Okay, right. My dusty brain in the cobweb area of my brain. I remember this bit being something to do with music. But I don't remember in what way it's to do with music. What's this?
It was an old crank handle. It was a stone carving showing a kneeling figure.
Okay, cool. It's over here. Okay, so that operates this thingy. It's a Donna up there, hanging out.
A statue of the Madonna and Child watched over the chapel.
Okay, someone's whistling a tune of some description. Ooh, a mug of
coffee-stained mug had been left by the altar.
I was hoping there was tea in there. I could use some tea. Someone willing to go make me a cup of tea?
The wall here was made of bare rock. It looked like the chapel had been built right into it. A modern plaster altar had been built against the rock. An old candelabra hung from the ceiling.
Okay.
Great to see you again, Mr. Henderson.
Great to see you too, George. Great work back there with the cable car.
Is Pearl okay?
I wish. I'm afraid we're having one of those days where everything goes wrong.
Tell me about it.
I discovered recently there's a weird dent in my leg, and I think I've realized it's just because I always have my leg, like my shin, pressed against my desk all the time. And I think I've just like now somehow permanently damaged my leg. Need to move. Okay. That's maybe better.
What have you been up to since we last met in Quaramonte?
Well, there was that little sideshow in Rome, but we can't talk about that. You know why, George.
I do? I do.
Why?
Top secret.
Need to know, Nico.
I'm guessing whatever that is referring to something else.
Snoozer.
Don't you mean
One of the other games I didn't play, I mean.
No way, honey. A snoozer's at least 2 pay grades up from a sleeper. So I hear. Anyway, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss...
That's a bit weird, bro. I know, right?
Call me Nico.
Well, how's about that? So this is the beautiful Nico. No wonder you've been hiding her away from me, Georgie boy.
Gosh, no,
It's lovely to finally meet you too, Mr. Henderson. George has told me so much about you.
Oh, call me Dwayne, my dear. And let me assure you of one thing. Everything you've heard is quite possibly true.
Dwayne was loud, large, and short-sighted, but boy, was he a charmer.
If you say so, man. Yeah, I don't know. There's like a weird like dent in my leg. And I kept looking at it thinking, why is this weird dent in my leg? And then I think I noticed recently that's just where I literally most of the day I have my leg like halfway up in the air. It's like my knee is always up and I rest my shin against the desk. So I'm always in a strange folded up position for some reason. I also have my foot on the desk quite a lot.
Is there anything we can
I don't know why.
Yeah, I sure
I'm allergic to sitting like a normal
She's
human.
been planning and researching this trip for years. Our little pilgrimage. And Santa Cova Chapel here was the cherry on the cake. Not a thing she don't know about this place. Madonna, blah, blah, blah. Chapel built in, yada, yada, yada. She's Santa Cova's very own walking encyclopedia. Well, weeping encyclopedia, I should say.
He's so nice. What a sweet man.
What brings you to Santa Cova?
Pearl's idea from the get-go. Ever since the unfortunate car accident back home, she's been scouring those pilgrimage brochures. Gotta be full of wonder and life-changing imagery. Got to have penance potential. Got to offer a real spiritual experience.
Well, I'm sure this place will be very spiritual once it's finished.
If the chapel is not what she expected, how about the monastery?
Hot dog, no. That
You're like an
place is
anime
for
character who
tourists, not
can't sit
pilgrims.
normally either. Yeah, I know. I can't quite balance on my toesies like Elle from Death Note, but yeah, I am always in a weird position.
You said she expected a spiritual experience?
Well, that's what the brochure promised. Pilgrimages, little monk fellas, singing, shafts of light, the whole shebang.
Smells, bells, and heavenly lights.
Yeah, that's what the lady wanted. Oh, excuse me. Pearl needs me.
Okay. That's all the
There,
clues
there,
we're gonna
you-
need for this, I think.
Pearl could be a mine of information about the chapel, if we could just cheer her up.
Okay, so smells, bells, heavenly lights. So that stuff over there smells nice, apparently. Oh, thanks for writing out in music. That actually really helps. I'm a classically trained pianist. I'll have you know. Okay. So these paint tins, I believe, are used for bells, and the lights, I think, are that chain thingamajiggy over there. So let's light these first, because that seems easy enough.
I lit the candles on the candelabra.
Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop. Pick up some shavings. I guess I'll just throw these in her face.
Next to godliness.
Maybe that'll do it. Ah, take that. Maybe if I mix them with turpentine, that would smell strong, I guess. Industrial grater.
It looked like a huge cheese grater.
That's weird. Okay, what tools we got? Ah, it's a mason's hammer.
The view over the valley was spectacular.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so that's 6 notes I've got to figure out on this.
A battered oil drum had been tucked into the scaffolding.
Can I just start whacking things with a hammer?
The hammer produced a promising sound. A.
Ah, yes. We're back to that being helpful.
What are you
some
up
way.
to?
Look, I made a Churchenspiel. B, if I wasn't mistaken. That sounded like an A. A. G.
I mean, you can keep saying the letters, but I'm not going to know anything based on the thing that popped up.
G. A. B. A. That didn't
Ugh.
sound right.
Anyone here know how to do music?
Wrong.
Right, dude. Chill. Anything else around here I can thwack? Nico? Thwack there?
A. A. B. A. A.
They're both the same, so I need to do something
Well,
about that.
that was fun.
It was fun. I need to like get rid of some paint. Can I just throw some paint at someone?
It produced a dull sound when I rapped my knuckle against it. It was rickety scaffolding cluttered with tools and supplies. It produced a dull sound.
Anything else I can do with these things?
It produced...
Whack on them. Okay. Hit stuff with other stuff. Okay, so beep boop boop beep beep boop. But it definitely starts with oil drum. You can stop me.
The hammer produced a promising sound. A.
Yes, that, I don't think that's the right next.
Well,
okay, hold on. Do I have anything else I can do to add? Do I have liquid? Oh, I've got turpentine. Okay. So which paint thing do I need to add it to? Well, they're both an A.
I poured the turpentine.
Ah, okay, cool. Let's see what it is now.
The hammer produced a
Beep.
promising sound.
Boop. Yeah, that's better. That's the second one. So I guess it's G, whatever that is. Then G again, goes back to it, slightly different. Then I know that the higher one, fire extinguisher. And it's the other paint can. And then I guess we go back to... Let's try it. So...
G. F sharp. G. B. A.
Yeah.
G. I had it. It was the tune Dwayne was humming.
I don't know why I did any of that.
That's Ave Maria.
Is
Let
it?
me have a go.
Oh yeah, I suppose it is. Jesus Christ. Damn, Nico. Why weren't you always doing this?
Wow. You really nailed that, Nico.
Yep. This mop really is pretty special. Leave this to me.
Okay. How do... I've got weird wood shavings. Anything else?
It was an empty mug.
Right, so over there we've got a toolbox and loads of stuff to whack. Nothing else over there. Got turpentine. Oh, no, my turpentine's gone. We got a mug.
It was an empty mug.
Can I make the mug smelly? Burn some weird
I put the
stuff in
shavings
it?
in the mug.
Let's try and burn, let's try and burn some stuff.
They smelled not completely unlike sandalwood.
Hmm.
The shavings were slowly burning inside the mug.
You waxy. Okay, so we got lights, we got smells. Let's go. Do it, Nico. Do your thing.
Hey, Nico. So what did you mean by smells?
I already know this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I already knew that. Just
How
play the
come your
bells.
Ave Maria sounds so much better than mine?
Catholic upbringing.
So I think that's everything, isn't it? I did the thing. I do. Okay, that stopped burning. That's probably not a good sign.
The candelabra lit up the room, but it sure wasn't heavenly yet.
Oh, okay. So he's not happy with my cool candle display. Okay, I need some sort of fancy pants attachment or something. I assume I'm not supposed to use the fancy medallion. Do I have anything else I can attach? Maybe I attach Trevor to it, or hit it with my hammer. Can I like reflect something? There's light coming in, like reflect.
I rested the side mirror precariously on the candelabra.
Okay. She's playing stuff now.
It was a beautiful antique fire hazard. It
Okay.
was a beautiful...
Okay. Okay. I guess I raise it back up again. That do something? Oh. It broke. It broke immediately. Okay. So I need to attach this better.
I rested the side mirror precariously on the candelabra. I secured the mirror in place with some yarn. That should do the trick.
Should it, George? Should it? Yes, give it a go. Alright.
Now that was something. The light from the candelabra spilled over the Black Madonna like waves of spiritual
Magic.
goodness in candle form.
Cool. Alright. I need to burn more wood shavings. Okay. Let's burn some more wood shavings.
I put the shavings in the mug. I lit the shavings. They smelled not completely unlike sandalwood.
Burn
the shavings
everything.
were slowly burning inside the mug.
Okay. Is anything...
The candlelight was dancing on the Black Madonna. Now that was one heavenly sight.
Okay, so... Oh, I do have smellier stuff.
It was tempting to get rid of all the bread. But you never know when you might need a potion to ward off unwelcome advances. It was tempting, but you never know when you might need a... There were some ashes at the bottom of the mug. For a second, I pondered my own mortality. But there's a time and a place, and this wasn't it.
Okay, maybe I'm supposed to, like, do something else to this. Okay, so maybe I can combine... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Smelly crap with some other smelly crap.
I
Burn
sprayed
it.
the shavings with Brett.
Okay. I mean, that's horrific, but okay, that's good. But this is just going to explode.
I put the scented shavings in the mug.
Oh, I have flowers.
I added the flowers to the mix. Supercharged potpourri.
Oh, they burn it all. Oh, this is a nice way to get rid of some of the crap that's in my
I lit the
pockets.
scented shavings. A sweet aroma started to fill the room.
Those are all the smelly things I own.
Pumpkin? Oh my!
What?
The sound of angels, the lights of heaven, the smell of piety, and
Yes?
the Madonna, I do believe. Tears. She's crying, Dwayne! The Madonna's crying.
I'm pretty sure that's just the smell, the horrifying smell that's attacking her.
Father, son, little Timmy. Wrong side of the road. Not my fault. The broken leg.
Oh, she hit a child.
Compensation claim.
Oh, God.
Forgive me, poor Timmy.
Oh, Pearl, my precious, you're such a sensitive soul.
Well, now that's done. I feel my soul's floating on air. We can get on with our pilgrimage, Dwayne.
Just another 1,000 clicks to go.
Pearl was back to her usual cheery self.
Okay, now I can talk about this weird place.
Mrs. Henderson,
George, dear boy.
how you feeling?
Oh, just fine, thank you. I have just seen a miracle, George. It's all gonna be all right from now.
I'm sure it is,
That's
Mrs.
happy.
Henderson. I'm sure it is.
Okay. I guess I need to just ask her about this
What
weird
can you
place.
tell me about Santa Cova?
Well, dear, they call it the Chapel of the Holy Grotto. It was built directly into the mountain itself in 1696. It survived the Napoleonic Wars, mudslides, Civil War. But the chapel is still standing today. It's a miracle.
Or a restoration.
What was that, dear?
Yes, a miracle.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the statue?
I read that the Black Madonna has been here since the 9th century. She's called the Virgin of Montserrat. Some say the original was moved to the cathedral. But Dwayne and I know that's just a bluff, don't we, honey?
We sure do. This one is the real McCoy.
Is that what you guys think we all sound like? I mean, I've met Americans. Maybe. Spoken to one on the phone one time. They don't all sound like that. Although I did speak to an American recently, and she actually did sound quite like that. But she was from Alabama, so.
Still, keeping busy, Dwayne?
Like the man said, George, that old kaleidoscope keeps getting shaken, and the pieces are ever in flux.
Guess it's your job to pick 'em up, huh?
Well, somebody has to do it, compadre.
I enjoyed talking to Dwayne, but I was rarely any the wiser afterwards.
True.
So, Pearl, what have you been up to since we last met?
Well, George, I've been on a journey.
Oh, really? Well, what kind of journey?
A spiritual one. A journey along the road to enlightenment.
Wow. And is that what brought you here?
It is. Though Santa Cova is but one step on that road.
What's so special about Santa Cova?
It's an ancient and very holy place.
I've spent the last year researching it, and I can truly say there is nothing I do not know about it.
I don't suppose you'd know anything about that rock out there?
No, only that for 1,000 years, people have claimed to see a face in its shapes.
Well, that's because there's a big, whopping
What do
great
you make of
face on
this?
it. Porky says I sound Bulgarian.
It looks like an Ouroboros.
Bulgarian?
Oh, you
All
recognize
right,
it?
fair enough.
Let me show you something else. Can you tell
That's a
me
very
anything about this
specific,
painting?
specific accent that he thinks you have.
Oh, nothing, dear. Apart from the obvious Gnostic connotations, of course.
What?
You know.
He doesn't sound
the
American. Oh, okay,
Dominicans,
fair enough.
all those Gnostic saints. Doubting Thomas, Judas, and you see the woman in the red cloak? The infamous Mary Magdalene herself.
Okay.
In red.
That's enough now, Dwayne. You know my feelings about her.
Pearl knew her Gnostic onions, all right.
Then there's the Ouroboros, of course.
Something special about it?
Well, if I remember rightly, there was an Ouroboros right here in this chapel. Back in the 30s and 40s, the chapel was renovated. The workmen uncovered numerous symbols carved in the rock. Amongst them was a fine Ouroboros.
Maybe I have a
That's
slight
amazing.
Mexican accent.
So,
Yeah.
where is it?
That's cool.
Oh, it's not there now.
Oh.
I have a
Considered
boring
blasphemous
English,
if they
Southern
plastered
English
over.
accent.
Sweetheart, I think it's time for us to go. The road to enlightenment waits for no woman.
'Tis the pilgrim's lot, George.
It was so nice to see you again.
I mean, to be fair, if someone told
And
me
meet
to do an
your
American accent,
girlfriend.
that is what
You're
it would
not-
sound like.
Take this radio, Nico. Never know when you might need it. Keep an eye on our boy George here.
Poor little lost lamb.
I'm not...
Don't worry, this little lamb's in safe hands. Bon voyage.
Bye-bye, dears.
No accent is boring, only scary. Hey, my accent isn't scary. My accent's much
See ya.
more, you know, eh.
Nico, don't even start.
Little lamb?
Let's focus on the task in hand, shall we? Okay. This Ouroboros that Pearl mentioned,
You're right. We need to find it.
There's only one place it can be, and that's over here. It said it's made of plaster, so I guess I can just smash it up.
I hoped this was the right thing to do.
Yeah, don't worry about it, George. Yeah, take that.
Hey, Nico, I found the Ouroboros.
So what now?
Pearl was right. The plaster had covered an Ouroboros.
I put the medallion in it.
The medallion matched the Ouroboros in the wall.
Can I do something with it? I want to do something with this medallion. I've only used it once in the whole game.
I pushed the Ouroboros, but nothing happened.
Fill it? Fill it, George.
I pulled the Ouroboros, but it wouldn't budge.
Trying not to off to go. Okay, switch over to which thing. What am I supposed to be doing with this thing then? Something to do with the statue up here?
The Black Madonna was clearly the focal point of the chapel.
Mm-hmm. Do I smash it? What about
I
you?
needed
Do you want a
better
medallion?
idea.
Well, okay, George, but I don't have one at the moment. Trevor, you fix it. Do it, Trevor.
That
Go.
wouldn't work.
Don't talk down to Trevor.
I pushed the Ouroboros, but nothing happened.
Why? What? Why? Okay, what else we got in here? Anything I needed from over here that now I've done attacking everything with a hammer? Is there anything else I missed? Okay, no. Oh wait, she was over here, and they're not here anymore. So there must be something over here that I couldn't get before. Ah, candles. Okay, let's get a candle. Okay, I have a candle. Now, where do I put the candle? Put it in the builder's mug. Now my arm's twitching.
Nope, I needed to try something else.
Maybe she would like a candle?
That would be pointless.
Jeez, be nicer to me. Maybe I can add it to this
the crank
collection.
handle was connected to the candelabra.
I know that, John. Beep, boop, beep, boop. If you're German, if you're Russian or German, yeah, those are very aggressive accents. Just sound really furious at all times. Oh, hello.
There was a recess in the wall with a Latin word carved above it. Puritas, purity. I'd seen that word before somewhere.
Well, it's the only other place I can try and put this candle, so that's what's going there. Now, can I push this?
I pulled the Ouroboros, but it wouldn't budge.
Okay. Oh, I haven't. Probably light.
What was that noise?
Ah!
I knew another secret passageway.
Amazing, Charles. How did you
Yeah,
do
it's dark already, isn't it?
Just another case of the old Stobart magic, I guess, Nico. It looks a little dark in there.
Are you scared, Charles?
Of course not. Just worried about you tripping, that's all.
One short and very dark climb later, the game crashes. That's what happens after that incredible climb. Okay. Yeah, exactly. One dark climb later, it crashes immediately. Okay, let's try that again. Russian move.
Whoa, this is one dark cave.
I mean, these games aren't crashing, it's just this one. The other ones didn't crash at all. It's just this one that crashes all
The
the times.
door that worries me, George.
Well, I'm sure the door will open.
And I
again.
don't know
Give
why.
it a minute.
I investigated,
No need to
but
panic.
no one seems to be talking about it, so I don't know. I probably needed to run it as admin. Maybe there's a resource it's trying to grab
Now
after a little while and it can't get it. It's the only thing I can think of, really.
I gotta say, Nico, you're pretty calm about this.
Traveling with you, George, I've got used to this kind of thing.
Yes,
If I panicked every time a door shut behind us, probably forever, well...
You're right. What was I thinking? You see if you can get the door open, and I'll go check out the dark, evil-smelling cave.
Lovely.
Fumbling around in the dark wasn't going to be fun. But heck, I'd spent a lifetime doing it, so what was new?
Good point. I can use a match, right?
I didn't want to use my last match until I absolutely needed to.
I guess I'll just walk into the dark. Darkness. Tall thing? Is it? Is it a
The
human?
thing had branches like a tree.
Ah, it's a tree. Squidgy hole. Okay.
I could feel something smooth and
don't-
spherical with
don't
clumps
like
of
that.
what felt like fur or hair.
Crash montage. Nice.
It felt cold and
Plenty of
smooth,
them.
with some indentations along the surface.
Stony object.
It was just my
Evil
mind
thing.
playing tricks in the dark.
Okay. Big thing.
It was cold to the touch and felt like carved rock. It felt cold and smooth, like worn stone. I had no idea what might be lurking in the darkness.
Can I use it on
I
any of
needed to
these
save
things?
the match. It was stone with a recess in it and, an oily liquid in it.
Okay,
There was
right.
some kind of thin twine in the middle of it, too.
Okay, well that's like a gas lantern.
Hey, Nico, I think I found some light.
Okay. The game crashed real fast that time. It was too exciting. It was too much excitement of him throwing that match. We needed to build it up even more before the payoff. That was a quick crash. Apparently this part of the game is incredibly complicated for it to not crash. Okay.
Hey, Nico, I think I found some light.
You can do it, game. I believe in you. Okay,
Whoa.
cool.
It must be Genan. Ramon said he disappeared while searching the mountains for the tabula.
So this is where he ended up. Dead in a cave. Hole in the head dead. Decomposing for decades dead.
Yep.
And on closer inspection, I'd even say blown your own brains out dead.
Yeah.
Okay, George, I get the point.
He is
What
dead.
is this place?
Who knows? But look at the Gnostic symbols.
You're right. The colors, the trees. But who is she?
Well, it looks like the Virgin Mary, but I don't think it is.
What do you mean?
The red robes and that whole off-the-shoulder look? It must be Mary Magdalene, of course. Marquez told me that the Gnostics revered her. This place, it's some kind of Gnostic shrine.
There's got to be something to release that door. Maybe amongst these carvings.
But if it was that obvious, don't you think Gainan would have found it?
Yeah, possibly. Maybe he wasn't trying to leave. Maybe he liked it here. Maybe it was just pretty chill in here. Okay, there's lots of stuff to look at, so I guess I've just found it. Let's start with the obvious mechanism-based thing over here.
The ornate lamp warranted a closer look. Gainan had certainly been busy before he blew his brains out. I wonder what he'd been up to.
Okay. So, just only have one of these. These look like
The
a little...
medallion
Ah,
fitted snugly
okay,
into
that
the
is right.
socket. Whoa! Would you take a look at that?
The light from the medallion is illuminating this green figure.
This could be our ticket out of here.
Could it?
If you're right, that explains why Genan never got out of here. He didn't have the medallion.
I have a sneaking suspicion that that's not going to get us out of here, but okay. I'm probably going to have to do at
The
least
carved
something
figure
else.
had once been green. I wondered if it was a representation of Jehovah.
Let's look at this, I guess. Well, it's a big snake.
Getting up close and personal to Ganon's leathery corpse wasn't pleasant, but we had to figure out how to
3
get out of
clips
there.
today. It's going well. Yeah, it's just all crash related. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to do some sort of
Nico,
thinking.
What?
Is this what I think it is? It must be the Tabula Veritatis.
So Genon did find it.
It's so small, so innocent looking. Why would Simeon call it evil? Why so many deaths for this?
And why go to such lengths to keep it hidden?
Unless
I mean, it's
it
pretty cool.
is as genuinely dangerous as Simeon claimed.
The question now is, what do we do with it?
Can we burn it?
It was an old flashlight. It looked like it died around the same time as Ganon. It was a fedora, just like the one in Ganon's trunk back at the Castell. The years hadn't been kind to it. I picked up the old gun.
Yeah,
It was too
like a
corroded
gun.
and rusty to ever be fired again.
Probably easy to
It
threaten
had
some
to be
people.
Ganon, in which case the body had been there for decades. There was a bullet hole in the side of his
Gonna go
head.
set up now. Okay,
Just like
go,
us, he'd been
go,
trapped.
have fun.
He'd chosen suicide.
You have to use thinking in a puzzle game, no? Yes, yes, you do.
The photograph was of an ancient clay tablet. Ganon had written on it. Someone, presumably Ganon, had taken the time to translate the
Okay.
inscription. At a glance, the inscription seemed to relate to the exploits of someone called the Sun King. The symbol on the tablet
Sun
looked
God
similar to the
Nika?
ones etched into the face
My
of the
goodness.
Tabula Veritatis.
A, B, C. Okay, so this is like, okay. This puzzle is vaguely coming back to me now. It's like a cross-reference puzzle. So. Which one is the B referring to? Which bit of this is the B referring to? Confused, but because it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this reminds me of the end of 2, that symbol puzzle. So we've got like a little cat grin. I don't know what to call any of these shapes. Maybe it's like a from the top to the bottom kind of situation. So we've got two lines on that one, 2 lines on that one, 2 lines on that one. They have anything in common? XE. Okay, so 2 lines going through. That'd be XE. That seems to be on those 3. And on the other one there. So all of those have XE. Sun-shaped thingams. Okay, so circly thingamajig. LA. What about triangle thingamajig? Anything on triangle thingamajigs? Triangle there, triangle. 2 triangle. I'm guessing it must be she. Okay. This is like what you'd call actual puzzle, where you have to actually like to your brain rather than just like using objects with objects. Okay, so A R, you pronounce it, G, yes. So anything. That means region. Sun thingy, circly thing means sun. That means sun, which makes sense, as it is a circle. The triangly thing. I don't know what these people are complaining about when they say how difficult historical translating historical unknown text is. Well, easy. Look at it. Just write it down. Triangle, mountain, simple. Okay, what else we got? So A, that B. So what's this smiley thing? Smiley thing. Oh, that must be a city. City? City. Yeah, that means that's a city. Ah. Ah! So I'm guessing I'm going to have to figure out what those ones mean and which bit of which means what in order to decrypt the tabula, I suppose. Or I'm working way too hard and it's a lot easier than that. But I'm going to just continue. Sense of fun. So, river is this thing. Upside down tick in figure. Yeah. Yeah, upside down tick. Is there any more of those anywhere? No, no, there isn't. Okay. I'm decrypting some ancient language of some description. That's what's currently happening. We found the tabula, and I'm now decrypting this thingy so I can decrypt the symbols on the tabula thing. This little hook thingy, I think means. It must mean river. It means river. And the double A thing. Is there any other blood related thing hanging about? No. Cool. I can take it that two little stripes. I don't know how much of this I need to decrypt. I'm just gonna finish this with this in the. It's represented by a little T-shaped thingy. EU. Okay, so I've done A. What's going on with B? Oh, it's got this little M shaped. Okay, so the M shaped thing probably means burning. A thing. Enemy thing. It. Cool. That's that one done. Burning enemy. Yeah, okay. Young city. So young is this little sword. Stab him a jig. Okay, this one means, oh, that symbol over there, which is backwards, that means ending and oh, and then people must be this like alien looking. Okay. PPPs. All right, I think I've translated. Have a look at the actual thing. Trying to. Okay, so that's the thing.
I guess that finding the tabula was the easy part. Figuring out its purpose was a different proposition. A row of symbols were etched onto the top bar of the tabula. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet.
Yeah, that's true. I'm guessing these are some sort of instructions. Okay, so sun, sun, sit, helpful. That's another sun. Mini sun. Close bracket, which I'm guessing is a number of some description. Okay. I like when I actually have to write things down in these kind of video games. Like if you ever make me write something down, I'm sort of pleased that you made me actually engage my. Boop, boop, boop. It's getting very dark very early since the clock. Die. Them burning. So many rivers. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, which way across does this go? Begin.
I prized the map out from under the arm of the corpse. It looked like Ganon had scrawled some kind of last testament onto this map. My friends, I know that you will eventually find me, but by then it will be too late. I have decoded the tabula, and I know our destiny lies in paradise. The key to the power of God is in our hands. I die secure in the knowledge that you will now be able to complete my work. Tell my family that I died doing my duty, that I surrender my life gladly to the cause. In the light of the day, these words will fade, like our souls. But rest assured that when they do, their echoes will guide us to where we will meet once again. I'm not sure, but it looks like crafty old Ganon left a secret message in his testament.
Sure. Okay, so it looks like we've got... Okay, can I click on this one, or do I have that open?
I read Ganon's last word. I have decoded the tabula, and I know our destiny lies in paradise. The key I died tell in the
Yeah, it's fine, George. How do I... Okay. Alright. So we've got some interesting puzzly bits and bobs hanging about now. How do I link these things together?
Well, that didn't work.
I've just opened up
That
interface so I can... That's fine.
I wondered if Ganon's notes on the photograph might help me decode the tabula.
Yes. Oh, cool. There's an interface for this. All right. So this one here. We've got this little... Guessing that sun. This one here is to travel. Travel. This one here. Close bracket. Open bracket. This one means open bracket. Means 4. Have a 1. I get a 1 here. 2. Yes, it'd be 5. Before, so it has to be 5. Okay, so then we've got this stabby left, stabby right. So stabby left, stabby right, I'm guessing means start of day, end of day. Guessing that. This thing's 5. That's 5. This here. Okay. This here. Start day. That little guy means. What's the little guy mean? That's enemy. This one. That means house. House, maybe? Means start of day place. Oh, okay. So it's a... Okay. I wish I remembered doing this work last time. Start day. Oh, okay, so sunrise is in the east, so I'm guessing that's east. This is a river. Huh?
That was the first row of symbols, cracked.
Smashed
It was
it,
all
baby.
starting to make sense.
If you say so. This one is complicated, but is city, region. Could be one of the. So young city. City? The hell does this one mean? Travel something a certain number of days. Okay, so this has to be a direction then. It's got to be a direction. Just have no idea how this is a direction. What's this little bottom bracket mean? Okay, that must mean look, I guess. This little weird bracket. Witness, yeah, witness or look. And that means city. What does that mean? City. Yeah, it means young. So I have no idea which direction that's supposed to mean. This little I don't know. I'll just go through the directions at the end. If that's 5, this must be 5, 2 and 4. This one here. Burning thing. Burning region. Burning region. Desert. It's a burning region. River. Little river. I can do this one easier. So this one is 4. Thing. Okay, it's got 2 more left. So one's a direction. One desert. This one's like the beginning of a river. What's the beginning of a river called? A lake? Source. Could be source. Could be lake. That's not really a young river. What's a wadi? Sure, wadi? Okay, we go on to this one. We just guess randomly. So is it
was
north?
a location, but I needed to know. It was a location.
Okay. Desert, source, or river.
It was a location, but I needed to know where it was.
Okay, George. That's your noise.
Ganon had marked this symbol in red with a letter A.
Travel something.
It was a location, but I needed to know where it was.
Why are you saying that to me?
It was a location.
I know it was a location. It's chill. Just chill. Cool. This is lake.
It was a location.
So begin Sun City, travel 5 days east to a river, I'm guessing. Then travel to the front door. Hello. Delivery handled. Okay. Back to puzzling. Okay.
It was.
Why does he keep saying that? How on earth would you even translate this one? Look, young city region. What the hell does that mean, dude? It's just some weird nonsense.
It was a location.
Okay, so it's a place, young city. Because that's there. Because that's also here. There.
It was.
Okay. I'm very confused.
It was. It was.
Why'd you keep saying that, dude? Probably something on here, isn't it?
It was a location, but I needed to know where it was.
Is it his map I'm supposed to be looking at? Can I use his map with anything?
When I moved, the writing on the map started to react to the heat. Well, I'll be darned.
What is it?
At a guess, the locations on the map might match up with the ones he's marked on this photograph.
Okay, so that's a.
If this letter matched the one on Gainon's translation, this must be the location of the Sun City.
Cool.
If the letters match the ones on Gainon's translation, this must be the Mountain Kingdom.
Cool.
If this letter matched the one on Gainon's translation, this must be the location of the Three Rivers region. If this letter is the same location as the one marked D on Gainon's translation, this must be Sunset Mountain. If the letter E matches the one on Gainon's translation, this must be the location of the Young Cities.
Okay. Now, will you let me continue with this? I know it's got to be one of them.
So, these are directions.
Okay, cool.
Begin at
It was
Sun
south,
City,
yeah.
travel 5 days east to a river. Travel south 6 days, through a desert, to the source of 4 rivers. Hey, Nico! I've cracked it!
Fantastic.
The Tabula Veritatis. It's a set of directions.
Cool. Doesn't sound very
Take a look
cool,
at this map.
but it's old.
The inscription says to start here at Sun City. Ganon hid the location in his map. It then says to travel 5 days east to a river, then turn south and travel 6 days through a desert to the source of 4 rivers.
And what is that?
I'm not sure, but it must be important, right?
Right. Important enough for the Gnostics to try and keep it a secret for thousands of years. And guess what? I think I may have found a way out.
You have?
Look, while you were busy playing Ancient Scholar, I found this.
Is it TNT? Because that could be helpful.
What did it do?
I'm not sure.
Didn't open the door.
Perhaps we're missing something.
Must be. If Ganon died looking for a way out, there has to be more to it than just a hidden button.
Then let's keep looking.
Okay. Solve that. Gonna save. Okay. There is a secret button hanging out over here. Now I've got to play with probably this statue.
There were ancient scratches on the plinth, as if someone had moved the statue. I'm sure that this is Mary.
There might be Mary Magdalene or not, but
Red
that's
robes.
supposed
It
to be
all
doing with
makes
that.
sense. The Madonna would be wearing blue. So, who's the child?
Well, according to the Gnostic Gospels, when Mary kissed the lips of Jesus, she,
Oh, I see.
Yep,
So the Gnostics think that the suckling child is...
I guess so.
So, how do I... That does not help me, George. Get a wiggle on
I
this
gave the
statue.
statue a push, and it turned anti-clockwise.
I've got to move this light.
Oil in the bowl of the lamp fed a wick, illuminating the room with a warm glow.
Okay, what's that doing? Okay, that's the shooting down at the bottom. This one does left. This one does right. Okay. How does any of that help me? Oh, because there's like a sun thing. Maybe it's something to do with this, then this. Hmm. Maybe give it a poke again. Ooh.
That sounded like something important happened.
Okay, now she's looking that way. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I guess that lines up. And I guess, so if that makes sense, then I guess I put it in this one, and then I rotate it again, back the other way. Okay. Wait this.
I gave the statue another shove.
You don't have to jump down. I'm gonna make you do it. Okay, so now she's that way. Give it a little click.
That sounded like something important happened.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. So now it goes in left one, this one, and then put her back to normal. And clicky that button.
Is
There we
that the
go.
door?
Thank God. I was getting worried we'd be trapped here, just the two of us forever.
There could have been worse ways of being trapped forever.
It is the door. Come on, Georges.
Okay. Bye.
Nico and I had the Tabula Veritatis at last. Now all we needed to do was to find Eva and rescue Marquez. And
Okay, I'm guessing the game is going to crash immediately
Don't
after
die
this.
on me now, old man.
Georges, it's Langdon.
stay back.
For the last time, where is the tabula?
You'll never find it.
It's here in this chapel, isn't it?
Just tell him, Papa.
I will tell you
Look at your daughter, senor. My man would be happy to hurt her.
I cannot let you raise Lucifer. You will bring chaos to the world.
Georges, we have to do something.
You're dying, old man.
What do you want me to
Tell me what I want to know.
I can
You'll
shoot
never
him
find it.
with my ancient gun.
With luck, Langham wouldn't notice that the gun was useless.
Oh, hey, Kenny. How you doing?
Hold it there, Langham.
Thank you for the raid.
Well, if it isn't my least favorite American. Where is the tabula?
Even if I did have it, why would I give it to you?
Welcome, raiders.
Because
We are
don't have a choice.
uncovering mysterious
For God's
ancient
sake, shoot him,
secrets.
George.
Yes, go on. Shoot me, why don't
Hey,
you?
Conglemo, how you doing?
Don't push me.
That gun would never fire. Give me the gun before you hurt yourself.
I
Okay.
didn't rate my chances with just a rusty old pistol.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I could definitely use the company.
Now, do you
How
have
was
the
Donkey
tabula?
Kong Country? Right, I'm gonna
If
tell
I
the
give
truth,
you the
I
tabula,
guess.
then you promise you'll let us all go free?
I give you my word.
No, George, no.
So, the tabula veritatis. Actually, I will need to take the girl with me. The
Oh,
old
come on, man.
would just slow us down.
No, I'm staying here. My father needs medical help. If he doesn't get it, he will die.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Problem solved.
Langdon, you'll rot in hell for what you've done.
he has killed
Hell.
loads of people.
Quite the opposite, believe me. The world will be a better place, George, once Jehovah has been destroyed.
What?
Lucifer will set us free.
You can't destroy Jehovah.
I can, and I will. Bring the girl.
I love that every time in these games
But
something
you
like
agreed to let
mystical
us all go
occurs,
free.
George just believes it.
She may be of use yet.
He'll believe anything.
One
And it's
of my
always
men
true.
will be outside. If they try to follow me, shoot them.
It would be my pleasure.
Nearly got killed by Tezcatlipoca.
Eva.
Lucifer's about to get raised in this one. She did get over that real quick, yeah. Just like that.
You must
well.
get the tabula
He is
back.
old, I guess.
We don't even know where he's going.
All we know is that it's somewhere in the Middle East.
Nothing else?
We know quite well
There
where
was
he's
a
going.
note, something about our destiny lies in paradise.
And we found a map. It shows the source of 4 rivers, but that's all we have.
Can it
I
be?
mean, that's quite a lot.
You know what that means?
In Genesis, there is a river. It flows from paradise and divides into 4.
Where is this place? This paradise?
Eden is going to Eden.
The Garden of Eden? But that's just a Bible story, a myth.
No, it's a real place. It's where Jehovah created life, where Lucifer gave Eve knowledge, where the gods are held in balance.
And now Langham has the tabula to lead him right to it.
Only you can stop him. You must defeat him.
But how?
Eva, she will know.
Oh, by the way, yeah, in the Broken Sword
He's
universe,
gone, but I
all
knew he was
things
right.
are true.
We had to stop Langham
Like,
and rescue Eva.
apparently, you know, I guess, what gods? South American gods, I guess? I don't even know. I suppose Mayan gods. They're real. They were real in the last one. In this one, the Bible seems to be real. In the first one, I guess magical swords are real. I don't know what they were trying to do. But they were Templars, so I guess that's also biblical stuff. I don't know. Right. I guess I'm just leaving him here. Yeah, but bye, Marquez. See ya. Oh, and the game has crashed again. This is the game of this series that seems to crash on me every time I do anything. So you can enjoy the black screen for a good 45 seconds. Okay. Yes, let's do that again.
There was a door at the bottom of the steps, but I would never have managed to reach it.
OBS will catch up. It just takes a moment to figure itself out. Okay. Let's save again. Okay, so there's a guard out there. Okay, I guess I'm climbing down this drain pipe. Okay, cool.
It was a door to an unknown area of the chapel. I didn't think there was a way down to that door from inside the chapel. The drain pipe entered a small, flat drain cover.
Can I kick it?
Hey, Nico, I've got a plan. Over.
Roger, George, what are you thinking? Over.
I'm going to place the radio out here. Maybe it'll be enough to distract the guard. Give me a second to set this up, then start talking.
Got it.
Okay. I'm putting that
I
down
carefully
there.
positioned the radio in the drain.
Look at him go. Climbing it like nobody's business.
I'm warning you, I will shoot.
Can I just leave through the front now? Oh, hold on.
Hey, over there!
Just try it, sunshine.
Yikes. That wasn't going to get me anywhere.
Okay. Let's try that again. Drain pipe. Go, George. Bad George. How is everyone today? How are you doing, Conglomerate? Brave man. Okay, let's do the radio thing. think I need to bonk
Hey,
him
Nico,
on the head.
I've got a plan. Over.
Roger, George, what are you thinking? Over.
I'm gonna place the radio out here. Maybe it'll be enough to distract the guard. Give me a second to set this up, then start talking.
Got it.
I carefully positioned the radio in the drain.
Quick, George, I found a way out.
I'm warning you, I will shoot.
Okay. The only weapon I have is this hammer. Head. Bonk. The head. How high do you need to get, man? Ah! Haha! Take that.
The hammer hit the guard on the head with enough force to knock him out.
Take that, scum! Okay, now we can just leave, I guess. Right, let's get out of here.
What did you do to the guard?
Those steps must have been slippery. He took a little tumble. Nico, look. There's a cable car ready to go. Quick, before Langham locks down the system.
You don't think perhaps we should have waited for the next one?
Oh, we caught it, didn't we? What's all the fuss? Now, if I can just open this window, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not. Don't panic just yet. I'll think of something.
Okay.
The catch was on the inside.
There is a door. Sure,
I couldn't quite reach the handle.
String. It would have been more helpful if I opened the other way, but...
Damn it. It's a little stuck. Just give me a second.
Just hurry up!
Nico!
I need to machine gun me, dude. Oh!
So, we meet again.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I've come for my painting.
What painting?
La Malediction.
Oh, I don't need that anymore.
Don't play games with me. We both know the painting conceals a treasure, Mr. Stobart.
You know, even if the painting was yours...
Yeah, that's one way to say hello, I
You're
guess.
just a common gangster.
A fine sentiment. But I won't let you cross me again.
Again?
You stole my ruble. My platinum 12 ruble.
Well, that was just an old coin.
$150,000 worth of old coin.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Well, a guy could do a lot of redecorating with that.
Ah, enough of your American humor. You will tell me where to find the treasure, and you will tell me now.
Not gonna happen. And did you really just say, so we meet again?
Hello? Down here!
Oh, hello, miss.
Could you help me out, please?
Sorry, no can do. But while you're down there, maybe you can clear something up for me.
What?
Something you said when we first met's been playing on my mind.
Do I have
great.
a choice?
Exactly.
I'll just hang here while we have a
Exactly
philosophical
what?
discussion, I guess.
Choice.
I don't follow.
You see, I'm a determinist. Goes with this line of work. But what you said in London made me ask one of the big questions. Is there such a thing as free will? Because if there is, then I've made some pretty dodgy choices in my time.
True.
So help me out a bit here.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I will engage you in a philosophical freaking discussion.
So, do you have regrets?
No, I don't think so. But I am a little worried. This whole free will thing has got me thinking.
Okay.
We have a choice. We always have a choice. Just like you've got a choice right now. Help us or not.
I don't know. I'd like to. But the boss...
My
could just shoot
philosophy
him.
class seemed to be working. What do you enjoy in life, Shears?
Well, I like...
Does he know about the trolley problem? I'm not sure. I'm sure he will in a minute after we finish this discussion.
So, you're a determinist. Isn't that just an excuse to let Medovsky boss you around?
At least I know who's controlling me actions. Do you?
Of course. I do as I choose.
So you chose to leap off that cable car, did you?
Yes, because you and Medovsky shot at me. You did choose to shoot at me, didn't you?
Well, yes. But I didn't choose to shoot that geezer in the gallery.
I mean, you sort of did, being that you pointed the gun and then shot him.
Face it, Shears. Determinism is just a way to hide from responsibility.
Maybe you're right. So what?
You never intended to kill Henri?
I just wanted to rough him up a little. But the gun went off and the rest is history. Free will didn't come into it.
But you'd made a choice not to shoot him. The fact he died was an accident.
So you think I've got a chance of redemption?
I mean, there's sort of a trolley problem here. You could shoot your boss, and you save 2 people. Whereas if you don't shoot him, 2 people die. So overall, it's win. It wins out. Just shoot your boss.
If by redemption you mean a spell in jail with time off for good behavior, then yes.
I like the redemption symbol is clearly an allusion to Shawshank Redemption.
Well,
not Red Dead
I'm not going anywhere. With a little more persuasion, I thought Shears might be our ticket out of this mess.
Okay.
So, you're a football fan, right?
Gotta love the beautiful game.
So, if determinism was valid, why would anyone play? What would be the point of it all?
I mean, what is the point of it
Sometimes
anyway?
when we lose,
Okay.
that's just what I think. I think I'm having an epiphany. Of course,
Hey,
it might
if
just
it's
be
football,
indigestion.
that's fine. As long as you get to your epiphany and save.
No, it's definitely an epiphany. I think you're right. The only thing that has led me here is me and my actions. I'm going to talk to the boss. He's sure to listen to reason.
Probably not, mate.
Boss! Boss!
What is it, you imbecile? How many times have I told you not to interrupt me when I'm about to kill somebody? Remember what we agreed. I am the big man who takes care of the big things.
And I am the little man who takes care of the little things.
Exactly. So, haven't you got a little thing you should be doing?
There is one little thing, now you mention it.
Well, don't let me stop you. Get on with it, you big baboon.
If you say so, boss.
Kapow!
Oh. Oh dear.
Oh dear. I have been shot.
There you go. Free will under orders. Now that is what I call a real paradox.
Could you help me now? A few minutes later, the game crashed.